Autistic Clips! Are you sick of going to get your hair cut and making small talk with the stupid, able-minded person cutting your hair behind the counter with all the intricacies and waves that they cut through? Well, here at Autistic Clips, we get all that. Please get your hair cut by a person that has a ball of yarn suspended above his head in order to keep him occupied so they do not stab you in the neck with the scissors. Because at Autistic Clips, we are here to cut your hair silently. We only do bowl cuts. That's the only thing the autistic people will do.
Let's not give loud everybody for Anthony Eugenio. We're gonna have a guest calling. Very funny. Wayne Russell, everybody.
Welcome to the Open My Pain with Anthony and Wayne podcast.
Matt, how many partners do you have?
At the moment, just 4. I can try.
How many dicks do you interact with in a week?
It depends. I mean,
depends on how many on the list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, depends if I need to get on a show or not. Depends how many dicks I interact with.
Exactly. I'm trying to suck jackals. Are we recording?
We're in.
Yes.
Yeah. The jack off talk begins.
All right. Good. Someone was like, "You got to worry about your podcast mouth." I was like, "I'm not sure what that means, but I'll keep that
not on this podcast."
Oh,
I wonder if that means what you say that might get out there that you don't want people to say. We've had people redact.
Yeah, we can go.
We had a whole podcast scrapped by somebody because they got way too drunk and they said some shit.
Was this
while I was here?
No, this was one of our first guests that we had.
Yeah, that was great. That was my favorite podcast we ever did because it was basically a comedian came on hammered and he just was like, you know this guy? Fuck that guy. You know this guy? Fuck that guy. He did that for like an hour straight. And pretty sure he sympathized with some Nazis. I don't know. It went that deep. It was we had to get rid of it.
There was a point where because he went out and he was drinking while he was out, and when he came on, he started to sober up, and then I think he started drinking again. So he had like this loop of like wild, and then a little bit not, and then fucking went off like a rocket. It was awesome.
Full 3-act play.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's happened to me only once when I did. Wayne did it to me. But what were you saying, Matt? Sorry.
No, I would test on. He's just a minor hero of mine. You guys know who Nick Point?
No, never heard of him.
Never met him, but I know of him.
He's yeah.
We need him then.
But I just want to.
Oh, I have. You said that, and I remembered him.
Much. Thank you for having
got me.
I appreciate it. I didn't have a podcast before, so this is I'm honored. I didn't expect to do one for like 20 years until I.
Oh yeah.
Was with 2 younger comics. They were like, "What is wrong?" So tell us your story. So I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we used to do that. We used to start the podcast by whenever we had a guest, we'd be like, "So tell us about what made you interested in blah blah bloody bloody fucking uninteresting." So now we talk about whatever you give a shit to talk about, and it's a lot better. Like I really want to dig into. There's a documentary that just came out called Unreal, which is a WWE documentary on Netflix. Are you watching it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I just got Netflix again, guys. Not the flex, but
come on, Jeremy's got Netflix and extra penises. So I don't like. I'm watching. I don't like any of the new wrestling because I'm not into it. I was like Wayne would know the years. I think like 2001 to whatever the fuck I watched it. But this documentary is made by the Peyton Manning people, the Omaha Productions. They made the quarterback, the wide receiver show. Yeah, so it's really well produced. And they're not doing any of those pretending it's real things. It's all behind the scenes stuff for the wrestlers. And this was the biggest thing I learned. That's why I wanted to bring it up. They are basically, they're comedians. That's borderline. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. One of the guys, Rhodes, he's the really pop, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Thank you. You're going to have to keep making it. So he goes up to...
our resident virgin.
He does look like a virgin, actually, weirdly, but he looks like he will power fuck when he does it. He went up to a chick that looked like she was wearing hockey pads for shoulders. Her name was like Rhea something.
Rhea Ripley.
There you go. Yeah, ripped
Rhea
out of her
Ripley, yep.
goddamn mind. Holy shit, she would hold me down and strangle me to death underneath a fucking icy river. But anyways, so she's going there, and Cody Rhodes goes up to her, and he goes, "How much time do you have?" And she's like, "I got 6 minutes." And he goes, "Oh, you'll be fine then." And literally, that's how they get their times. They get them by like 6-minute sets. They get 15-minute sets. One guy was CM Punk. He was going over on his time, and the producers were behind the stage like, "What the fuck are we going? Oh my god!" It was perfect comedy energy. I mean, they do it in a much more femininely lame way, but they do a very similar thing to us.
Anthony's very good for no longer dropping the F slur. We're proud of him. Matt, you follow wrestling at all? I don't really, but I've been watching the doc.
I can't say I had. I never really got into it. It was a lot of my buddies. Monday Night Raw, Sunday Night Soft. I'm not sure what the names were, but they were. I wasn't into it. It was.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I mean,
did you get into any
Hogan
sports?
just died, which is sad. What's that?
I just asked if you got into any sports.
Oh yeah. I was a baseball guy. You know, I like the basic ones. I don't like the extracurricular ones really that much, but
What if I told you that Vince McMahon was shitting on women's chests behind the scenes of all this? Like in reality, he really was, and he was
For realsies.
For realsies, and he was bringing in wrestlers like Brock Lesnar to sell the people working for him to Brock Lesnar to shit on their chest. Oh my god! And then you're like, I think I like wrestling.
I would go on a limb and say Brock Lesnar can probably shit on anybody's chest that he wants.
Yeah, I know, but could you imagine it happening to you? Oh my god! How many Keurigs
You guys
is
say you
that?
got into a car accident?
What?
Well, yeah,
I remember
McMahon did.
Vince McMahon got into a car accident recently?
Me?
Yeah, 3-car accident. He smashed up his it was a BMW, I think it was.
I think it was like a Maybach or some shit, yeah. But it was a fancy car. And like if I was in that car that he hit, I mean, you couldn't get me to, even if I was totally fine, I would not walk for 4 months just to like really sell it. I swear to God. Like you'd have to be pushing me. I'd be Stephen Hawking for a few months at a bare minimum.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a question. So, would you rather be? You got two options to $20 million. You have two roads to $20 million. Matt, feel free to jump in on this. One road is that Vince McMahon hits you in his SUV, barrel rolls you over, and you're kind of fucked up a little bit. Spine is fine. You're gonna walk, but you're gonna be in the hospital for about a month. Road one. Road two.
Is the second option he shits on your chest?
Road two is he shits on your chest. One time. One time you let him shit on your chest. Not Brock Lesnar. Jesus, you don't get out of that room. That's the mountain. You don't get out.
We're going to go around the circle. Matt's starting, though.
Oh, I mean, I have flipped my car before, and it's not that bad. I'd probably take the car flipping. It's
really?
Yeah, I mean, to shit on my, you'd have to at least, you'd have to do something nice that would reciprocate diarrhea on my abdomens. Like, that's not really.
That's the title of my first comedy album, actually. Diarrhea on my abdomen.
There was when Vince McMahon got in trouble. I remember this. All his texts came out, and I don't know if you guys remember. One of his texts to his lady friend was like, "I can't wait for you to feel this nice," and in parentheses, "and hard dick." Like, he's like 7 years old. He's like, just a reminder, it's gonna be hard. He clearly had some issues before.
Yeah, but, you know what they do?
Blue Chew,
yeah, I would probably. Whoop. What's that?
I mean, I'm surprised Matt's definitively taken the car accident, because I'm really hard on the other side of that. We're like,
I'm hard on the other side.
That's just a Wednesday for
not
you.
Not hard on the other side. Let's be clear. Not.
I am what you're. I'm clear. No, I couldn't imagine.
I am on the other side of that.
Yeah, definitely. You take the shit on the chest. You got to see what. First of all, there's not so many times you're going to see a 7-year-old butthole. There's not many instances where you're going to happen into one of those. So first of all, don't you want to see what it's going to be like?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, what if you can buy Apple stock in the fucking 90s is what I'm saying. You can learn about what your butthole is going to be like 30 years before. And you're just not willing to do it. You're not willing to buy.
I'm with you now.
See, it was deep.
I have more questions than that. Like, first, like, where is he shitting on you? Like, are you sitting in a tub? Are you on a bed?
There's $20 million on the table, Wayne. You cannot ask a question.
Bed, dude.
No questions. He's like, he's gonna shit on your chest on his terms.
Then I would probably do the car rollover. Because my other question was, what's he eating for the week leading up to it? Like, is it going to be like one of those? He was on a bender. He had like 15 beers a night for
fucking $20 million. It's gonna be Chipotle. It's gonna be Chipotle.
Does it matter?
Yeah,
it does matter. If I have the choice between a rollover and a shit on the chest.
I'm saying you're gonna get pretty fucked up from this car accident. Like you're not gonna just walk away from this. You're gonna.
You said a month and my back's fine.
Yeah, in a month. You got a whole month.
Walked over
You said a month.
Yeah,
that's a while.
That's a life of trauma.
Or
that's
ecstasy.
I would take the month.
I don't know.
That's true.
10
That's
minutes
true.
of inconvenience, guys.
I just think you guys are closed-minded to the shit on the chest. You don't know.
Like,
no, Anthony, I'm with you.
It's not good. It's not good when I'm on his side. I've learned that. I've learned if I agree with him, I'm wrong.
Not true. A couple episodes ago, you were praising Hitler, and I was not on your side. So.
I wasn't praising him. Full stop. That's all.
What?
Can't defend my. I don't remember what I
said.
How
were you referring to Hitler?
I was. Well,
he was. Yeah. What I remember it being was essentially that the people that Hitler liked were really pretty, and that was kind of like my memory. That was my memory. You were like, who doesn't like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed person?
See, that's the thing. I'm not really referring to Hitler when I say that. I just said I saw what he would have liked, and I was like Sydney Sweeney, and I was like, I get the appeal. Like, I get the appeal of what he liked. Like, I'm saying, if you're gonna it's so hard. Every time I try to make a metaphor, I go deeper into something that's horrible to say. But little girls' gymnastics. You know, like when you're
Matt's specialty.
No. I'm saying, you know how they score it? You know how they score it? Where they score it with numbers? I'm saying if you were going to score womankind
if you were
for
the
hotness.
Donald Trump beauty pageant of World War II era, you would give that to the blonde-haired, blue-eyed non-Jew.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, if I'm like I'm trying to go popular vote here. What's best for America? And yeah, definitely. But for me personally,
I mean, we can take a vote now, but I think me and Wayne are already.
I'm just saying,
we're dragging that into a 5-week-old conversation.
Love the Jew in there. If it's for me, if I'm buying it, I'm getting the Jew every time for sure. They're the best. But I'm saying, if you're gonna set up the world, the hottest girl, American Eagle just did that, and what does she look like? She'd be fine.
You're not wrong. So this reminds me, and I touched upon it halfway through this. I think my favorite part about Matt's comedy is that he can go dark and keep the room, and I'm curious as to how you think about that, Matt. Like, you can kind of go a little fucked up, but you keep the room. Whereas, like, the second I go 1% fucked up, I lose the room. So, like, do you think about that, or is it just natural when you do it and like it works?
Well, first of all, I also think Eva Braun famously shat in Hitler's mouth too. So there are a lot of famous, really influential
for free
like being shit on.
John Not even for $20 million.
Yeah. I mean, that's just John McAfee. You guys know McAfee virus?
Yeah, McCaffrey.
Yeah.
That famous guy.
That dude went psycho.
He moved on to Belize, and then he had like 10, 15-year-old girlfriends, and they used to sit on a hammock, and he would sit underneath them. They would shit through the hammock into his mouth. So, I mean, you talk about heroes. I don't know, what was the question? Heroes of comedy.
That's a clip for this week. It's a little rant about McCaffrey. What's the question?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, fucking.
He was awesome.
let's not. Anthony does not speak for the rest of OMP or his employees.
If you're not into McAfee, right? I think that was his name. That guy was the fucking man. What are you talking about? He was on the run from the government and and he went on Shane Gillis's podcast in the middle of it when they weren't famous at all.
Did he?
Yeah, he went on their podcast while on the run, and they were bigger than us, but not by much. They were open micers in the Philly scene, and he just went on their show, and he was talking about like all the tits that he had. I didn't hear. So you said 10 and 15. Are you saying a 10-year-old and a 15-year-old, or girlfriends he had for 10 to 15 years?
No, like a polyamorous. He had like 15-year-old girls and like a bunch of them.
There was 10 of them.
Girlfriend
10, 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, he could have had a
Don't like
10-year-old. I don't know.
Shit. Yeah.
How do you
It would be
figure out
Epstein
you like
being
that?
I draw the line at 12. Like,
Go to Epstein's Island.
what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't have much ground to stand on if he was like, listen, guys, 13's cool, 12 is where I draw the line. Like, I'm not going to believe him at that point.
I would like to see somebody they were like, I think I would like to get shit on. And then they did it and immediately realized that they don't like it.
Probably pretty quickly.
Like, you ever pick up dog poop and your finger goes through the bag and you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, see, Wayne went dark and lost the room.
Yeah.
No. I'm with Wayne, though, in theory, and I'm not going to go into detail on this pod, but off air, I'll go into detail.
Oh, my God. Jeremy,
So Jeremy's saying, in theory,
think
meaning certainly somebody's going to shit on him at some point during his life, but he's pretty positive he's not going to like it. Yeah, no denial there. So,
Matt's sitting there like, I should have said no. I should have said I had a mic this night. I swear to God.
you're going to learn a lot about the fucking thesaurus of the word butthole in this podcast when it comes to Jeremy. I don't know how I can...
So usually, the most common words are polycule, and another one I'm drawing a blank on.
Do you know what a polycule is, Matt? We ask everybody.
No.
So
I have. What is it?
You don't know what a polycule is? Oh, so it's essentially when... Listen, I just assume everybody roughly... How old are you? Can I ask?
30.
Oh, okay. So you look much better than I will at 30. Anyways, it's roughly when there's multiple people in a relationship together, so more than two. So, like, if there's, 3, 4, 5 people in a relationship together, that is a polycule. Poly meaning plural, essentially. Multiple, more than two.
Yeah.
But I taught Anthony this word, 2 months ago, and then it became, his word of the month. For, a full month, he was using it everywhere.
yeah.
And then the other two were on a Wednesday, which he still uses, and I respect. And then aliens. Those are kind of the three.
Yeah, I was getting pretty rough because I was getting like I'd go to the supermarket and I'd be like, I'm going to get a polycule of oranges. And I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to say it. People are looking weird. But I do. And the word is just such a great word because, Jeremy's fucking, 1992 Bill Clinton. He's fucking out there doing, he's carrying around literal bags of dildos to shows. He is just...
That's true.
That is true. It's like the beginning of Apocalypse Now. It's like with the helicopters flying and stuff. It's like that, but you putting face paint on to go into fucking vagrants' assholes at seedy bars.
I'm just using period one.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Oh my God. This is the thing. I'm more and more I'm picturing dudes every time I think about what you're doing. I don't know why. Just the direction you're going. That's the direction you're going, and I'm all for it. By the way, it's just I think that if you had like Spider-Man colored dildos when I saw them or something like that, I would be like, yeah, this guy's smashing puss. But the dildos were pretty feminine. They were pretty like, is that for the lady? Like you're like, here, I got you that, or wouldn't it be cooler if you had like a Batmobile type of dildo that you gave him? Like, this is mine.
You want like a toxic masculinity dildo?
Yeah,
that you're really looking for here.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, no, they're not for me. My ex does watch the podcast, so I'm walking a fine line.
Well, you're wielding them, so you're wielding
X.
the toy. You don't wield like a.
You were wielding them. They were in my bag.
Yeah.
You took them out.
Yeah, I wielded them. I did wield them, and the whole time I was like, man, this would be sick if I had like an Iron Man one of these that like opened up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
I gotta give Matt
It blossomed like a flower.
He's looking deeply concerned. The backstory being, I move so I put just like everything in my bag just to like keep it away from people. What?
You're bringing dildos to Mike's? What's going on? I'm confused because I tried that.
Oh, yeah,
No, that's
never
an
got a
accurate
laugh.
description. Yeah,
Okay.
no, so that
You're bringing them out on stage with you?
so I'm not. I just keep them in my bag because you never know when you're going to go home with somebody. But it's not just dildos. It's a whole shebang. Okay, it's everything. And then I show up to a mic and Anthony's there, and I'm like, "Yo, Anthony, you want to see what's in my bag just for funsies between us?" And I show him, and then he's like, "Can I take that on stage?" And I was like, "Fuck it, I don't care, dude. Take it on stage." And then he takes it on stage, and then just starts ripping out like everything on stage, and then throwing it to crowd members at the point. Due to the point. He's just like throwing it out there, and I'm like, "All right, well, this is what this is." That's the whole backstory to that. It's not a real punchline. It's just like, that's a factual statement.
Yeah.
No, the whole story is a punchline. That's insane. That's,
Yeah.
And then
I gotta
he
work on
thinks
it for a
like
bit.
the thing that Jeremy says is he's like, man, it was just in case I met someone that I liked and we hit it off well. We went home. I'd be glad I had them in there. And in my head, I'm like, could you imagine the poor person that goes home and Jeremy opens up a fucking back sack that's like fucking
He's got
this
a Barney
big,
bag of dicks.
just dumping it on the
It's
floor.
not just... There's other stuff. Accoutrement, shall we say.
There was candles.
No, I've taken...
There's candles and
there
dildos.
was.
Those are the two. This is so sick.
Those are two things that are in that bag. That's correct. I'm not going to argue the facts of the case.
Damn.
What are the candles for? Is that for
That's-
the mood? Or are
that's-
you melting wax and dropping it on people?
Ugh.
The second one.
Yeah, I thought so, you freak.
You're into some.
And this
shit,
is why
Jeremy.
my
You're
security
into
clearance
some-
hasn't gone through yet. What's up, Matt?
Yeah, that checks. So you're into this?
Listen,
'Cause
I'm
I'm-
not bringing
I'm
it
a
around just for
geeky-
funsies.
That's okay. I guess not. But I respect that. That's you get right to the point. You do not fuck around. You're like first date, movie, and a dinner. You know, you're like, let's break open this bag of schlongs and see what happens.
Yeah.
Might as well, dude. Might as well. I've taken
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
guess,
heat for
yeah.
this, guys. I want to be clear. But also, I've never gotten a complaint. So.
Yeah, I bet you haven't, Jeffrey Dahmer, because they're in your fucking fridge. Damn.
Fear for their safety.
You're like, this one never complains. Seriously, though, you have the exact same traits as Jeffrey Dahmer. He just, like, couldn't have the internet.
the difference. Touche.
So Patriots are in training camp.
Anyways, that was the quick
Oh.
backstory. So the Patriots are in training. You going to any of the training camp games, Anthony?
There's a scrimmage
Matt,
tomorrow I
I know
really want to
Wayne
go
is.
to, but you have to have season tickets to go to it, which is a huge bummer because they're doing like
I got
a...
a friend with season tickets, and he's so fucking selfish with them. I'm so mad.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Yeah, no, they're doing offense versus defense scrimmage.
Love.
Love that
I'm
shit.
going to their last training camp, August something, 10th or whatever. It's on a Sunday. I'm going to their last one.
Oh, the preseason game?
I'm going to bring Teddy. No, it's their last training camp.
Oh, open to the public
I don't
ones?
know why it's on a Sunday.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
That's sick. Jesus. See,
good.
we're football nerds and dildo nerds. groups. That's the new generation.
Which is why we're going to have that new podcast and have to reply to your emails.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to be much more, I don't know, willing to do it. That's the problem. We are so far unwilling to do it. But it's going to be fun. We're going to talk about stuff and balls.
I still think going to like minor league baseball games is the way to go. Like that's a fun fucking time. Just bringing microphones to a minor league baseball game, even if it's a little lapel mic, and just sitting in the stands. I think it's a good time.
I know, but then we're gonna get arrested because you look like you're 12 and you drink beers there, and we're gonna get fucking in trouble. And we're gonna have to. They were like, "He's all right."
So I did almost get arrested again to catch Matt up on some inside lore. I went to Fenway Park. What's up?
No, go ahead.
I went to Fenway Park and I got caught up in a underage drinking sting operation, buying drinks for a woman who was clearly 37 years old, like clearly over 21. Bought drinks for her. Got caught up in a sting operation. I narrowly escaped it, and I haven't gone back to Fenway since because I'm too scared. But Anthony now doesn't trust me. This woman was just like, she was like, "You buy me a drink," and I was like, "No," and she was like, "Come on, man, like it's cool, whatever." And she's like, clearly 37, and I was like, "Nah, like I'm not comfortable, whatever." And she just kept doing it. And I was like, "I will buy you a drink to get you out of my face right now. Like, go stand over there. I'll buy you a drink to get you out of my face." I end up buying a drink. I hand it to her. I turn around, and then I turn back, and I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. And by the time, like literally 2 seconds later, I turn back. She's handing it to a cop, and I'm like, "Fuck me, dude. I'm so in trouble." And I ended up talking to the cop and working it out, but yeah.
Okay, don't arrest me. I'll show you my bag.
I just start pulling out. I just start using little like nunchucks.
I can
Matt,
sense the inner anxiety inside of you, Jeremy, and I could not possibly imagine how much you were shaking when that was happening to you. Like I could imagine that they wouldn't even... So go ahead.
My baseline anxiety, so I have a team of doctors. I'm not fucking around. I have 7 doctors. 3 of them are the world's leading doctors in their field. That's not an exaggeration. They're the number 1 in the world. Every single one of them, all 7 of them, calls my anxiety pervasive. So like that's my baseline anxiety. So you can imagine when I turn around and see that I'm being handed over to a cop, where I'm like, I'm going to federal prison at this point. They're sending me to Guantanamo, and I'm never looking back. Yeah. Yo, I freaked out. And then I went back to the stands, and I was actually on a double date with, it was me, my girlfriend at the time, my ex, and then two of our polyamorous partners. And I went back to the stands holding my twisted tea, and I was just like, I'm going to jail. And they were like, what? And I was like, I'm sitting here, I'm going to jail. And then randomly another cop came up and talked to the security guard there, like in the section. There was some other drunk dude or whatever. But in my mind, I'm like, they're talking about me. I'm going to prison. There's no way around. Like I was just sitting there. I was like, I'm going to chug this because it's my last one for the next 3 to 5 years, depending good behavior. It was good.
And it was for a twisted tea, which is the worst thing you could possibly... Imagine you go to jail for that and you walk in and the guy's trying to decide if he's going to take your butthole or not. And you're like, "Hi, my name is Jeremy. I got arrested for a twisted tea." And this guy's like, I'm definitely doing this guy's butthole.
Definitely going to shit on your chest.
My bag of stuff that they take and hide is just full of dope.
That would be crazy. So what would be, like, let's say you got pulled over while you were moving, and a cop rightfully says that he has to publicly execute you for having that bag of stuff. What was going to be your excuse to that?
Listen, I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm an open book. Also, if you're going to execute me, do it, dude. I got a new bit right now about just fucking do it, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah. I think you have
for my misery.
I know. That's why I was throwing him at the crowd. I was trying to save you.
You imagine me on like the local news, and it's like local 24-year-old got arrested for a bag of shit. Like, my family doesn't need to see that. They don't need to know.
I think
I would rather the story be local 24-year-old shot by police.
I think your parents know all about us by now. They're definitely, your mom's going to be listening, and she's going to be like, okay,
No.
Were they at
I
least
had to tell her
Batman dildos? No.
about a weekend. I had to tell her to stop listening to the podcast.
That's good.
You know she didn't.
She did because she knows if I listen. I tell her a lot. She knows if I'm telling her to stop, it's for everybody's best interest. It's not. Yeah.
We'll see how Thanksgiving dinner goes for you guys.
I
Then
know,
you'll
right?
know if she stopped.
Well, last Easter. Oh my God! Last Easter, my family found out I got a vasectomy. My ex's family found out I got a vasectomy. And then last Easter, I swear, hand to God, on my life, on Teddy's life, the terminology. We were sitting there eating in front of. There was a 1.5-year-old, and my ex mother-in-law turns to me and goes, "So are y'all raw dogging yet?" And I was like, hand to God, that was the term she used, and I was like, I don't know what to say. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
She'd be like,
So obviously I said,
but
yes,
were you?
I'm a liar. Yeah.
she'd be like,
I'll send her this clip, actually. I'll send her this clip.
she'd be like, no, her tits, obviously. Jesus Christ, lady. You're my insinuation.
I'm a gentleman at the end of the day.
My mom stopped listening to the podcast when she's very religious, and we did fake commercials for a little while. I don't know if you ever saw any of those, Jeremy. We should show them if you're doing.
I don't think so.
We've made random fake commercials where we would just pitch a random item, and we did one called Jeez-Its, which was like a better snack to eat during when they would do the blood of Christ or whatever, because the red one tastes like shit. So he'd be like, Jeez-Its! And so we did a whole thing on that. My mom was super bummed. I forgot, what was the other one?
Got her.
Well, you were going to remember these, Wayne. What was, we did one really good one. I'll remember it if you say it.
It was Autisticlips.
Testiclips was...
No, Autisticlips.
Autisticlips.
It was based. I was trying to write a joke about how I wish that the baggers from like Market Basket would become barbers because they have like such crazy attention to detail, but they also don't make eye contact or try to talk to you. So you'd get like a shitty haircut, but you don't have to talk to people.
No small talk. Yeah, it was a no small talk haircut. Autisticlips.
That was one of the ones I had Anthony riff on was Autisticlips. I still have the file somewhere. It was pretty good.
That's one of those never released episodes, if I had to guess.
We released
it's
the
out there.
shorts. Yeah, we put them out there.
Yeah, we put them in as like fake commercial ads.
Fuck yeah.
We had Bovine. It was the cow escort service.
Yeah, big fat. If you're into big fat. It was Bovine, yeah. There was another one. One more. But
Beta Centauri. There was a bunch. We didn't release all of them. Like I got lazy and stopped editing them, but we did like 5 or 6 of them.
what was the first we released? It wasn't Autisticlips. There was another one, wasn't there?
I think it was Autisticlips.
Matt left. He was like, Jesus Christ.
Matt's like, I don't want to be involved in this.
Wayne, play me one of our things into the thing. You got your phone next to you?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find one.
Go on our YouTube thing. You can be able to pull it up under the shorts.
Yes.
This week's episode of Open Mic Pain is brought to you by Little Caesars.
Did your family huddle around you all the time being worried that they're going to play some kind of music that's going to set you off and you're going to have a terrible seizure where they got to make sure you don't swallow your tongue? Well, we're here with Little Caesars, a pill that you take for $5 only. $5, you get the pill. Your seizures will not go away. Definitely won't go away. But they will be small. I promise you. There will be no other times when you will have to fall on the floor in a supermarket and break the dill pickles. We will make sure that you stay upright and fine for the case of $5. So please come to us today. Little Caesars Pizza.
Little Caesars Pizza. Caesar.
I love the Billy Mays approach to that commercial. That commercial is so good.
They were all like that though.
And they
Do
weren't.
y'all remember where you were when Billy Mays died?
Oh, yeah. I just watched this show. Remember the show? What was the show?
You're not talking about Shark Tank. Oh, we did have a show. Oh, it wasn't Shark Tank. Oh my God, he had a show.
Remember, he had a show with the other guy, the British guy. And
Yes. Oh my God, what was that called?
oh, it's such a good show. I think that's where Flex Seal came out. It was on that show.
Yeah,
It was Billy.
It was Shark Tank before Shark Tank.
Exactly. They were like, let me show you how to rip off America. It was awesome. Damn.
I love Matt strategically hopping in and out.
I know. I was hoping that the preamble of doing the little seizures we would just cut out because he came in right when you started that Billy Mays thing. That would have been a seamless edit.
Man, one second. I have to look this up.
I'm checking right. Pitchman.
Pitchman.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
God.
Oh my God, I'm watching all of that tomorrow at work. I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that shit too. It's so good.
That is what I'm watching. He had 2 seasons. Yep. Him and that. Oh my God, you're so right.
I loved it because they would do is
dude, you
they
just
would.
unlocked something in deep in me. I was 8 years old when that show came out, so like that's.
It was the best. It was some British guy. I forgot. It's Anthony something. Actually, I think his name was Anthony something. I forgot.
Anthony Sullivan. You nailed that. Yep, Anthony Sullivan.
Anthony Sullivan. So yeah, Billy Mays, Anthony Sullivan. They were both these greasy infomercial guys. That'd be like, yeah, take this Flex Shield, yeah, and they would fucking do that for every item. And so they would, they'd have people come in and they'd pitch like a nice thing, like, look at, I got this flashlight that you put your dick into, like it was that time, that era. And they would take it, and it wouldn't be about how nice the item is at all. The show would be about how do we make this 4 times cheaper so that we can say shipping and handling included and get an infomercial and make you millions. And the whole time people are like, well, I want a good...
It?
Exactly. Because all the time they would be bummed because they'd be like, well, it costs $16 to make. And then Billy Mays would be like, it's going to cost $4! And they were like, but we're like, we'd have to use the worst components. He's like, it has to be $19.99 shipping and handling. And then they would make a whole spectacle around it. It was great. They tanked every
business. Dude, it was Shark Tank again. Shark Tank before Shark Tank, but with Billy Mays, the OG. Fuck Mark Cuban.
He died of a cocaine overdose like right afterwards. It was awesome.
So here's the thing. I always heard he died on that plane, hitting his head. He for sure died of an OD, right? Like he for sure.
My God.
Yeah. Okay.
He admitted that he did a bunch of coke.
So where were you going on the cruise?
Bahamas.
Either I think it's Bahamas or Bermuda. One of the B's. Listen,
you're not going to miss that flight, are you?
Did I tell you guys I missed that flight? Oh,
yeah.
Did I tell you?
That's why you were on the podcast. You weren't going to be on, and then you're like, I just didn't go to work in a different state. So hey, I'm here.
Yeah, no, I missed that. I was out. I got to watch my words here. I was out till about 3 a.m. with somebody, and I was like, all right, my flight's at 4:30. I have just enough time to go home, walk my dog, and come back to get to Logan Airport. Like, put on a suit and come back to walk to Logan Airport. I got home, didn't walk my dog. I went in bed to, like, scratch my dog, and I immediately fell asleep. I woke up at about 8 a.m. My flight took off at 7:30. I was...
yeah, so you fucked yourself figuratively and literally in the same 12-hour span.
Listen, I gotta watch my words, but yeah. No, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Down.
What a way to
there were
pop back
people that
in,
were not... There were about 5 people not happy with Jeremy and about 1 person happy with Jeremy. So...
Oh.
Am I fired? Maybe.
Yeah. Are you worried that your vagrancy will eventually lead to your termination of your jobs?
Deeply.
Yeah, buddy, get good sleep.
It's one of the things where I'm like, listen, it is what it is. I mean, I'm hoping that they'll give me a warning. It's really what it comes down to. I'm hoping they'll be like, hey, chill it out.
Well, wouldn't you hope they don't give you a warning and you just continue to work?
Well, so first off, I hope I'm good. Second, I hope if I'm not good, they give me a warning. Third, they might just fire me.
What Jeremy is saying is that he wants to hit rock bottom. He's going to hit rock bottom no matter what, but he's hoping the floor for rock bottom is warning. So he can change his life. He's like, that'd be sick if that's my rock bottom.
I'm clipping this just for my own personal use for about 5 years from now.
Well, I'm gonna say if you like, if I were to go to work and come home and say, "Hey, I got fired. I'm disappointing 1 wife," you're potentially disappointing 2 or more. You gotta watch yourself. That's a lot of hate coming your way.
I know. Listen, again, I think my answer to Anthony was I'm severely anxious about it. So. I'm well aware of the consequences of my actions.
Here's
But
something I've
until
never
somebody
asked.
warns me about them,
Are you ready?
what's up?
What is the
No.
economic? What is the economics of a polycule? For instance, do you guys have your own economy? Like, do you guys have like she does the butter?
Financial?
Yeah. Like, how does that? Do you commingle?
So a pure polycule, you split everything evenly down the middle. So you take all the expenses, you divide it. Now
Especially the
currently live
wives.
by myself. Bingo. I mean, they're expensive. You got to buy those. You got to ship them overseas. You got to give them like air and something. I think. I don't know. I don't care how they get shipped over.
You're a murderer. Keep going.
God, I can't wait to be sitting in a security clearance interview and they're like, "Let's play a clip real quick," and it's just the past 30 seconds. And they're like, "What do you think about that?" And I'm like, I hate to say it.
No.
I hope it don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who that man is.
This is definitely how that's not going to happen. This is what's going to happen. I am going to be in a much more well-lit room, dark background in a living room, but just nice clarity on me. It's going to be a Netflix documentary for sure. And it's going to be about how you're a murderer. And they're going to be like playing clips of me saying it. And then we're like, I fucking told you. I fucking told you.
You're going to be like, I warned you. I warned you.
That's a guy that eats a dick in a couple different ways. I'm sure of it.
Oh no!
It's so funny until it's true.
Let's get it. I'm dying to get a documentary.
Oh man, I forgot to tell. I didn't tell y'all. On that note, I follow the law. I want to be clear. I follow the law. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
I mean, you bought a drink for a potentially underage person, so no, you don't.
She was clearly over 21.
No. You should clear Jeremy with all state secrets.
That's true.
I fucking hate y'all. I hate y'all. Yo, listen, when I need to get booked on your show for $25 because I can't pay rent because I got fired, I swear to God, y'all better book me. Anyways.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I was going to
nuclear codes right next to the purple dildo. That one's the most secure.
That one smells like shit. Nobody's want to go near that.
Anyway,
you can cut all this out. It's fine.
You guys, like a cat laser pointer, basic concept. Y'all know the deal. We have an automatic one. I said, wait, it's me. I have an automatic one. And it goes off for 2 hours. I didn't realize that. So I was just sitting by the water, like the fridge, just like filling my water. And all of a sudden, I saw this like red dot just like following around me. I fully thought I was I'm not fucking around. I thought I was taking enemy fire. Like I thought they were serving a no-knock search warrant. I ducked behind my kitchen counters. Like I home alone, ran and ducked behind my kitchen counters, and then was just hiding there, watching the dot until I realized what it was. It was. I wish I had my security camera. I would drop it in right now, dude. It was embarrassing.
So what's that for? Why do you have that?
For my cats.
You have cats?
I got 2 kittens. Yeah, they're
locked. They're drowning in pussies, huh?
Young ones,
How dare you? That's such a bad joke.
I know.
That's hack as hell, but I respect it.
Oh, that was a huge mistake buying cats. Why'd you do that to yourself?
You ever make bad decisions? Listen, on the tier of bad decisions I made this year, getting cats is so much lower than ruining my relationship. So,
well, fuck. This is the thing.
But you said you ruined your relationship. How do you figure?
Hey.
She watches this, man.
Yeah.
She watches this. Can I...
Wayne, you're like fucking Maury over there, dude. You're just trying to bring out the drama.
I wasn't the best partner that I could have been.
Well, no, you were fucking other people.
All the time.
It's kind of tough.
I'm gonna send this to her, guys. I'm gonna send this to her. I swear to God.
It is kind of tough to understand how you could be a bad partner. It's like if you started a business where the business plan was everybody stabs each other in the stomach, and then someone stabs you, you're like, oh my God, you're like, this is what we do. It's kind of this is kind of our whole thing.
It's one of those things. I'm trying to do a bit about it, and it's not working. But it's like, do you know how bad you have to be as a person? Like for your partner to leave you for not cheating, like I wasn't cheating. Like I'm just a bad person. Like, do you know how bad you have to be as a person? I haven't made the joke doesn't work yet. I'm working on it, but it's one of the things. I'm just like, it was me. It wasn't the situation.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing though. You're not like like how I see the sad people that get broken up with are the ones that are like, if I got to do whatever I'd want and I ate Doritos and played Dark Souls all day, that's the type of person that's sad that you get broken up with. You're like, yeah, you're a fat pig and you're just going all that. Like you were doing NASA stuff. That's pretty sweet. You were just too close to a dog. That's all. That's all your problem is. Way too close to a dog.
This is the only thing that holds me and her together at this point. Baby, you can go down. Being a pain in my ass.
Great coat on that dog, by the way. I'm sure you appreciate that compliment. That dog's got a nice coat. You're feeding him right.
Obviously. Yeah. He gets very expensive food that is very sensitive to his coat.
Did you guys see...
My favorite part of this podcast is... what's up?
Did you guys see that the world's oldest baby was born?
I saw the world's youngest baby, where it was like they were born at like 14 weeks or whatever.
No. So this couple, as they say, adopted an embryo that was frozen in 1994.
Whoa!
And the baby was born like a few days ago. It's pretty wild.
That's crazy.
That's incredibly wild. Holy shit.
They also just invented a cure to HIV/AIDS, so like...
Yeah, it's called
medicine's
condoms.
Kind of wilder now. What are those? Sorry, I'm not familiar with
Damn.
That is wild though. Sure.
Did you watch the Hellraiser movies? You feel like a...
Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like you'd like those because that's the type of movie. It's the best way I can describe some type of people where I go, when you watch Hellraiser and you go, who the fuck could watch this? This is crazy. And then you're like, those are the type of people, the BDSM fucking people that are like, yes, pins in the head. That's fucking sick. So yeah, you were a Hellraiser.
Yeah, no, listen. You don't get this way without trauma.
What was your favorite horror movie? That's a good. Let's end on that. Let's talk about horror. Do you like horror movies?
Oh man, I don't like them, but the most impactful was the original. Oh my god, the dead cat.
Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary. Yes, thank you. The original Pet Sematary, because of the scene where the person's walking down the stairs and they cut their Achilles.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Every time I think about my Achilles, I think about that scene. Like if I'm stretching it in like the gym or in a yoga class or whatever, if I think about my Achilles, I think about that scene and I get like full body chills.
I had a cousin and her kid looked exactly like that baby that does that in the movie, like because the kid had a weird like this kind of smile like this. I was just smiling. And the baby, we'd be at Thanksgiving dinner and he'd be like staring at me like that. I'm like, that kid's fucking crazy. Poor baby, he was just a baby, but his face was just evil. But he's doing good now. But Wayne, what about you?
Yeah, horror movies never really affected me all that much. Like I can appreciate them, but I will say there's two. Like as an adult, I watched the original The Exorcist. That movie's unsettling. Yep. Very unsettling. The other one was the first Freddy Krueger. Was pretty Nightmare on Elm Street, I should say. Was also pretty unsettling. I know it became more of a comedy as time went on, but that first one was very good and also very unsettling.
Well, this is slightly why I'm a little bit disappointed anyway, is because you're from the almost early 80s, you old bastard. And that was
born in 87.
Bitch.
Pretty much borderline 1977. But anyways, in the 80s were slasher. You were born in the golden age of slasher horrors, that's all they pumped out back then. Jason Goes to Manhattan. Jason Lives. Jason Goes to Hell. Jason Goes to Space. Jason X. So many crazy, awesome slashers. That was I used to go to. Maybe you're past this, Jeremy. I don't know. Did you have a Blockbuster experience? Did you ever get to go to a Blockbuster?
No, not really.
Oh wow, yeah. There's the divide. That was fucking I feel
That
so
wasn't
bad
even that
for
long ago, though. That was 15 years.
No,
I mean,
well, I'm talking about when I was a kid.
10 when that came out.
Yeah, I know, but like Blockbuster was still around.
Oh, you mean Blockbuster the building? I think you meant
Yeah,
Blockbuster like a big movie.
Oh no, the video store. Did you go? Did you have those and go to them?
Video Thunder.
I honestly, I don't. I maybe once or twice. Maybe
Oh
once
man,
or twice.
this is
We were big on Netflix DVDs.
yeah.
We
This
got
was
a lot of Netflix DVDs
that makes sense. So
before.
you were the era right afterwards. That's fair.
Yes. The
So
transition.
there was two eras of video stores. There was this traditional video store, which was always a local business in your town. It was always the fucking weird guy, for sure. But he had
There was a guy who looked like me.
yeah, no. He had always long hair that was wiry. They had long, wiry hair always.
Yeah.
But those places were cool because the guy would be like, he would recommend a video to you that you wouldn't think you'd like, but this weirdo watches everything. And you would get to, that's how you saw cool movies. That's why the 90s had such sweet fucking movies. And there's like the golden era besides the 70s of movies is because they had that ability. And then Blockbuster came in, and what they did to take over was it cost $600 roughly plus to buy a single VHS copy to rent it. If you were a store, you had to pay the film company a shit ton of money per VHS to bring them in. So Blockbuster came in and they would buy out all the stock of every hit movie so they could put out the small companies who couldn't afford it. That was just the model back then. That's how they did it. But then you lost that guy who would give you the recommendation, and then Netflix comes in and it doesn't matter. Internet is just as good because you're not getting that personal connection. But there was like to me, it's like almost the highlight of my life is my mom taking me there and going like, you can rent, it's 3 movies for $6 on Wednesday. Go get on a fucking Wednesday. Go get them. And I would
On a Wednesday.
I would always go horror section. I'd walk down and I'd be like, what Freddy Krueger movie is available this week? And I would try to watch them all. And I would do the Michael Myers ones and I would do the Jason ones. And then now I just I don't know how many people are going to get access to that type of movies because they're just never going to, when is streaming going to push a 1980s movie? What's the reason they would do that?
Yeah. That's the crazy thing about media these days is they used to be like a zeitgeist, right? Like people were like, oh my God, everybody is watching Seinfeld at 8 o'clock tonight. But now with streaming and this, everything's so compartmentalized. Nobody's listening to the same band. Like nobody's like, holy shit, did you hear Crazy Train? And it's like the biggest thing for months. It's, people are listening to this weird ass little indie band from fucking Washington, this Japanese, baby metal band.
I really wanted Wayne to name a single currently popular person, like a musician. I wanted to name Sabrina Carpenter. Is really what I wanted. You mean Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, a Chaperone, anything.
I feel bad about the seeds I spill to those names that you said. Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, listen. You know me.
Yeah.
You know I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're not.
Also, Chaperone just came out with a new song today. I'm gonna be listening to it nonstop.
Who did?
I'm a big Chapel guy. Chaperone. How fucking dare you?
I don't know anybody either. I'm with Wayne on that. Right now, you know what I'm listening to is fucking Oasis all day. They're on tour reunion. Oh my God, I'm back in. Such a good band, best band of all time.
I didn't get into the Chaperone, the not even tickets. The list to get on the list for tickets. I didn't get into that list. I'm not fucking around. I cried for about 4.5 hours. Like proper mental breakdown. Cried for about 4.5 hours.
Wow,
that's where I'm at in life right now.
So like a like an NSYNC fan club type of cry, like that type of red face.
Bingo. I called my therapist knowing she was on vacation just to be like, I need to talk to somebody.
Oh my God. And she's like, this has to be a literal life emergency. And you're like, it is.
Yeah, she better be like, you're about to put a gun in your mouth. I was like, I am.
And she was like, you were like, you know the band Chapel, whatever? And she's like, no. You're like, damn it.
Yeah, that was, did you listen to my call? Like, did you tap into my phone? That's what happened.
You're like, so nobody takes me seriously.
I was texting Cass. I was texting everybody. I was like, I'm gonna blow my goddamn brains out.
It always blows my mind when I go on Spotify and somebody mentions somebody like that. Like, I'm probably going to look that up. And I'm going to go and I'm probably going to see that they have something like 900 million plays on one of their songs, and I've never heard of them.
Yeah,
That is
it's crazy. I
fucking
would actually
crazy
love
to
to see your Spotify. I'm actually committing all of us right now. When Spotify Wrapped comes out, we're seeing all of ours.
me. You don't want
Or
to see
Apple
mine.
Music Wrapped, whatever you use. I want to see everybody. Y'all are gonna.
My son uses
call
mine
me
too.
the F-slur when you see mine, but I'm perfect. I want to see Bluey, whatever it is. I don't care. I want to see it.
It's
How
gonna
old's
be
your
a
son?
lot of
10, right?
fucking Super Mario
6.
theme song variations.
6?
I get a lot of those. Millie.
so want to do that.
I fell into this Japanese band called Millie. They do a lot of video game
I
music.
think you
They
meant
do
A
like
Millie by
anime
Lil
video game
Wayne.
music. You know Millie?
Gotcha. I think you meant A Millie by Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne.
No.
I was
Millie.
like,
Mili.
that's so fun. Gotcha.
What about
Super
the
Nah.
classy
Korean?
way. Very good stuff.
Do you listen to the Korean, the hot chicks in the Korean that they do like the death metal? But
Oh, what's their
The
name?
K-pop? No, I do like baby metal. Baby metal's great.
are they Koreans?
You gotta look at
Again,
baby
I
metal.
need to see the Spotify Wraps.
Yeah.
I'm requiring that actually.
Mine is gonna be so boring. It's gonna be like the Beatles, Oasis, and Alkaline Trio, and Wayne's is gonna be like, "This is an Indonesian man that's 97 years old, and he sings Super Mario to the
He
hymn
recorded
of."
this on his Samsung Galaxy 22 or whatever.
Oh man, you know what?
I think that's what I have.
You know what's pretty sweet is the Tesla cars. They do the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah.
And the car dances. You ever see the car do that to the Trans-Siberian
Yeah.
Orchestra? These things are fucking
I
crazy.
rented a Tesla for my high school prom just to do that dance. Yep.
Oh my God, smart
I'll send
man,
you the
by the way.
photos. You're gonna make fun of me. By the way, white Tesla, all white suit, and white leather Converse shoes.
My God, the original
It was a
origin
look.
of the polycule right there. That's like fucking when they figure out.
I'll send you
Man.
photos later. I've sent you photos. I took a lot of shit for that to this day.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, that is a horror movie origin story right there. Except
It's a wonder why my ex left me.
you were putting a different white mask on someone else's face instead of one on yours. All right, quest for laughs. That'll do it. Oh, hi everybody, my name's Teddy and I'm the pedophile ringleader for the church. I just wanted to bring you guys a PSA about how we're gonna get the children to come into the church so as we can take them. And so far, I think our biggest roadblock has been the communion wafers. They taste like my taint. So we have now a new product that we're selling called Jesus! So Jesus is a particularly good cracker that is full of cheddar that children will be attracted to. That's exactly what we're going for here. And we can still bless it as the body of our Lord. Because when it goes into a child's mouth, it's great to think that it's the body of a man. Because that's what Jesus is about. For some reason, that's exactly what Jesus is about. And this isn't a parody at this point. I am literally verbatim talking about the religion. This is exactly what they say. So we need to get Jesus so that we can take this oven-baked cracker and stick it inside of a